Ready
For what?
for walking.
Okay. Hi there, camera.
When did you, your story, when did you,
Learn the joys of writing?
yeah, start from the beginning.
Well, I wouldn't call it fully a story. I would just say, before writing was really a means to an end for me, the only two experiences I'd ever had of writing were from my school and from when I created a business plan and I was working to try and make a model for a meditation business. And the reason this got brought up is because I was talking to Nick about kind of realizing why programmers are the way they are, because they tend to have like a problem they're trying to solve even when they finish their work. And having it in the back of my mind, having a problem in the back of my mind was something that I'd been dealing with because of the book I'd been writing. I've been writing recently on respect. And so what I've really gotten from this year is realizing how much, well, I've had a thought in my mind several times, which is I don't want to die before I finish writing a couple of really important things to myself. And so because of that thought, I really value the time that I can spend at a computer or at a pen or paper a lot now, because I just realize how much I can get and how much I can give just by figuring out how to put some words together in a way that could impact somebody. That's my story about the joys of writing. I hope y'all enjoyed.
So, which was the inciting incident that you went, wow, the joys of writing? When was that?
When I spent 2 weeks working with Norman on his book idea, was the first really solid moment where I felt a strong love for writing, because we were taking an idea that was in his head, focused around helping turn someone into a person of consequence, and talking about the process that someone has to go through in order to build themselves. So, like creating this thing that we call the business of the self, really understanding. Basically, I was writing a book because of Norman about becoming a strong person. And the stuff that I was creating was so fulfilling that I felt that I just realized how much I loved what I was doing. That was the first time.
You said love something. You say you had a love for writing spot during that during the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, did you label love as your emotion, or what do you mean by love and writing?
I meant the emotion. Specifically, I felt fulfillment from the writing because it felt so important to be writing that stuff.
So when people feel uh, Gesundheit. Ui. Oi. So when people say they are, you have to follow the camera.
Yeah, does Eastside Marketplace have a pharmacy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
No? Dang it.
Next to
Oh,
it.
CVS does though.
Next to it.
Can we walk towards their street? I'm gonna get some allergy medicine.
Right now?
It's a decent walk. It's like 4 blocks from here, 5 blocks, 6 blocks.
Right now?
All we have to do is take a left at some point.
No, right now we're not going there. Right now we're going to a place that you would enjoy going to.
Okay. All right. I will ignore it.
But
yeah. So
but you should follow the camera.
I am following the camera.
Yeah.
So, what was your question?
My question is, when you say you have an emotion of love for writing, what does that mean?
Hi there. It means that I was writing something that not only did I get joy from writing, but that when I wasn't writing, I would feel an urge to run back to my laptop and keep writing.
Does that mean you are happy with writing, or does that mean you are fulfilled with? How would you label that? If
I would call it love.
huh?
I would say that that's love as an emotion.
So, do you have any experience in which you had an emotion that is love for something else before?
Rock climbing. If we're not talking about people, I'm talking.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, rock climbing. Meditating. Fasting. Learning about fasting.
So
These things all, I love doing them.
So what's the difference between your love for writing versus your love for rock climbing?
The difference.
Yes, in terms of emotion. Are they exactly the same emotion?
Yes, it's the same emotion. If I'm writing about the right thing, I feel just as fulfilled as when I'm climbing something hard.
Is it possible for you to make viewers appreciate or feel that emotion?
Sure. I'll start with rock climbing because it's easier, and then I'll work into writing. For me, when I find a rock, when I find a cliff or a difficult face, whether it's something on a tree or an other object, and I can see or I can sense a path up it, but I know I have, but I'm not sure if I can climb it. I get the most excited, that brings me to feel such a sense of excitement that I have almost in no other places. So then what happens is my hands will start twitching, and I'll start like just dreaming and fantasizing about how I can climb and feel and get up that. And then the moment I'm on the wall and I'm pulling and I'm reaching and I'm understanding my space on the wall, I feel a sense of freedom, because I know that I'm in the process of overcoming a challenge that I didn't know that I haven't yet accomplished. And so once I get to the top of that cliff and I sit down and I look at what I've accomplished, I feel like a king. I feel strong, like a warrior that just finished a great battle. And I get that same sense from writing, especially when it's only when I'm writing about something I truly care about, and I realize that it's so important that the struggle I go through to find the right words is worth it.
And the writing?
I just did the writing. For me, the love comes from the feeling of overcoming something I deeply care about. I love being challenged.
Can you come up with a number of analogies so people can understand that feeling?
Of the joy of writing or the joy of climbing?
Both.
One second. I will call her back. It's my mom.
Like, is it like the same as if you're eating a piece of steak, or
No.
make people feel?
When I'm climbing a challenging wall, or I'm tackling a complicated piece of logic, I feel like a warrior in a hero story who has reached a important battle. And I love that feeling. They both teach me something when I'm doing them. For example, when I'm rock climbing, I learn just a little bit more about how my body works and how to tackle a new kind of problem. And with the logic, because I'm writing about respect and about social dynamics, it helps me understand people better. And I love that. I didn't realize.
Is this tree challenging enough for you to climb?
No.
Why not?
I climbed it.
So do you feel the love of climbing by doing this tree?
No, but I like balancing on it.
Why not?
I wouldn't say I don't feel the love, but I really enjoy the, like, what's it called? When I don't know what I'm doing. Like when I find something that I know can be climbed, but I don't know if I can climb.
So can you find something around here?
Sure. Come with me. I've also never seen this trail before.
I thought you liked this
Let's go this way.
trail.
It's my mom. Hey, Mom. There was 2 in the house. I had 2 there. I am very sure. It should be there. Here, give me a second. I'll call you right back. I'm still looking, but I got to deal with something real quick.
Sure.
James